Hello and welcome to Kieser Design. Today we're going to do something special. Something that's not directly related to watchmaking, but we're going to use our tools and our skills to make something beautiful and something unique out of titanium. I have some close friends of Kieser Design. They have been with the brand from basically day one. I want to make something special for them. For a man, there are only a limited number of options that you can have when it comes to wearing jewelry, and I really like bracelets. I challenged the idea with Carolyn, the goldsmith, and she came up with a very cool design for a bracelet. And it incorporates so many aspects of Kieser Design. She took the honeycomb shape that we use in the dials and on the rotor, and she turned it into a very beautiful bracelet design, and it's gonna be anodized as well. It's gonna have some sort of exoskeleton that's gonna protect the anodized parts. It's gonna take us out of our comfort zone. We've been working on the machining processes, on the programs for years now, and it took a two-year prototyping phase until the watches were ready. I think we can pull it off in much less time, and still it will be a real stunner. The overall thickness of the bracelet is probably going to be something like 4 millimeters. And you know, the exoskeleton part, we have to find the right raw material for that. Then we have to find another piece of sheet metal for the honeycomb structure that's going to be anodized. I'd like to make it out of 4 millimeter sheet metal. I think I don't have them, because usually for the buckles I use 3 millimeter sheets, and then the next thicker sheet is 6 millimeters, and this is what I have here now. It's a roughly 6 millimeter sheet. I have some smaller sheets. Some of them are also stainless, but this is a 2 millimeter sheet. I would also actually like to use the leftovers from machining the dial blanks, but they're also 3 millimeters, and that's just not enough, but it would have been ideal. I already drilled the holes for clamping the piece down. Actually, I think we've got to go with the 6 millimeter sheets, the small sheets that I normally use for the crown guards. The good thing is we can clamp it down in the vise that's already on the machine, the one that we used for engraving the gold weights. So what we can do now is dial in the raw material. Then we have to actually prepare programs the machine is running on for this specific part. It can be quite a lengthy process to come up with the programs and optimize them, especially if you machine a part that you've never done before. But what I found is a really good way of speeding things up is you rough out the raw contours. You can leave the program running, and it's doing a lot of machining and producing a lot of chips. While it's doing that, you can program the finer contours, and you can work on the details and save some time. Hello, it's day 2 of the bracelet project. I'm joined here by Carolyn,
Hey.
the goldsmith. I already machined one side of 2 parts of the bracelet, of the main part of the bracelet, yesterday, and now we're gonna put some chamfers on the other side, and then we also machine the other parts that we need to manufacture. Now we have to think of a way how to cut them out of the raw material. What I sometimes use is just a blade. Does it fit? Yeah. As you've seen, we manufactured the top parts of the bracelet, and we cut them out of the raw material, and now we're gonna machine the honeycomb pattern inserts and also the back plate of the bracelet. I've already put the material in the machine, I dialed everything in, and all that's left to do now is to push the button. So the inserts for the bracelet turned out super nicely. I'm gonna hand them over to Carolyn now, and she's gonna put the whole bracelet together, and there is a lot of anodizing and polishing to do. Stay tuned for the next episode where we're gonna continue the project. If you wanna watch another episode where we turned a customer watch blue, then you can click here, and see you in the next one.